Why empathy is the foundational skill for every child to learn. Hi parents, today on our channel we will talk about a very important life skill which is actually the foundation of almost all the other soft skills, empathy and compassion. We see children sometimes do not understand parents well and their point of view, do not understand their feelings or siblings well, resulting in fights, quarrels, are not ready to play with others or share their stuff with others, bully or tease others, do not understand their surroundings and behave to make others comfortable. Why? Because they are not aware of the concept of empathy or exposed to this vital skill. And you know what? Its seed should be sown in children from an early age to set the right patterns and for them to understand this basic life skill, implementing it in their day-to-day lives as they evolve. Before we begin, I would request the viewers to subscribe to our channel and share across so that we can reach out to the maximum parents and help them in their sweet parenting journey through our informative and engaging content. Also, it's your love that keeps us motivated to post such informative content from time to time. Now on to our topic. Empathy makes the world far more peaceful, joyful and better collaborative place to live, and more importantly makes us a better human being. Amazingly, this soft skill is not taught well enough. Even adults lag behind in developing a crucial skill such as this. But we need to change this status quo. Empathy and compassion lay the foundation of strong interpersonal relationships, self-awareness, societal dealings, and good negotiations ability. It makes us much wiser, stronger, and smarter if we observe well. Not confusing empathy with sympathy. Sympathy is not so good as one is prone to be emotionally gullible. But empathy is powerful if one understands its true meaning and learns to apply it well. Sympathy is surface-level emotional attachment and not the deeper understanding, whereas empathy is a deeper understanding of the other person, wearing their shoes, seeing things from their eyes and anticipating accordingly. It not only helps making cordial relations, but also to avoid any deceit by anyone. Here I am going to talk about what we can do at home to start cultivating this very soft skill in our children. Number 1, use this phrase, I empathize with you, regularly at home. When you try to understand your children or they try to share their feelings with you, do use this very phrase, I sympathize with you. That's how children get to know what is empathy and its meaning. That is, understanding the other person better. Sometimes using the phrase only can make them aware of this vital life skill and they will get more particular to apply it in their day-to-day lives. When children don't understand you or your feelings, make them sit to talk or write a letter message for them asking to be more empathetic towards you. The notion of empathy exists within us naturally. We need to just activate it. Many times children do stuff where they do not recognize our feelings. That is the right opportunity to make them clear about the concept of empathy as well as for the required behavioral change. Let's leave being parents for some time and just be friends with them. Sit with them and talk like friends or just write a message for them to read. How their actions sometimes make you feel bad and how they should think or understand you better. Children are anchored towards developing understanding, which gradually reflects in other social dealings. As parents, say sorry or thank you to your children from time to time. We create this habit. Sorry and thank you are the important and starting point of traversing the empathy path. We being elders many times don't say these words to our children. When we say these words to them, they feel good. Understand that you're acknowledging their efforts or feelings, and so they start doing it with you or others. The main purpose is to make them start acknowledging the efforts and feelings and developing the required understandings and changes. Show them the disabilities around, ask them what the person or animal might be feeling. They are made to feel others by doing this. Whenever you see some disabled person or animal or voluntarily go to homes for disabled, differently abled, teach them empathy. Tell them to see the world from their eyes and see what difficulties he or she must have been facing, which we don't. This is how they start developing the understanding of the other person. Demonstrate love and kindness. Let's demonstrate them. Participate yourself in community food. Tag them along in social service. Help out a poor person or an animal by offering food and ask kids to help you in the service. That's how their heart starts showing the power it possesses. Next, make a deal. If they want to be understood, ask them to understand others first. Let's make it clear to them and negotiate. Everybody wants them to be understood, but seldom wants to understand others. Ask children if they want their parents to acknowledge their feelings and do things for them. They should also empathize and understand feelings and state of their parents. Help them out, support them, and be considerate. Let's not pamper them much. Do an activity at home where all members sit down and share each other's emotions and feelings. Conduct these sessions regularly, maybe once in 2 weeks, where everybody gets the chance to speak and others get to listen to them. It solves dual purpose. First, of self-awareness and understanding, and secondly, cultivating empathy and understanding for others. Children should be made part of these talks from early on. We often do not involve them considering them kids, but hello, that's the right time for them to learn it for life. Tell them understanding others and empathy is a strength, a power. Being mean, callous, or selfish is a weakness. Repeat this teaching. Entrench it in their subconscious mind. Show empathy in a good light from an early age. Tell them how empathy will help them become wiser and a better person. Anchor them from an early age. Tell them not to have any likings or dislikings for others or to be rigid in perceptions. Just be empathetic. Ask them to understand perspectives of different people and not just stick to theirs. Using keywords like strength with empathy and weakness with lack of understanding makes them choose the right thing. Promote holistic thinking and not impulsive one, using empathy lens. Give them hypothetical case studies or examples. For instance, if your maid or servant is trying to eat something from your fridge or steal something to eat, instead of just shouting at him or her, scolding him or her, tagging him or her as a thief, understand why he or she did that. Maybe he or she might be hungry. Maybe there is no one to make food for them at home. Maybe his or her children are hungry. We should counsel them, listen to them why they did what motivated them to do that. Empathize and then show them the right path. Even then, if they act the same, then it is wrong with their attitude. But first, we need to think holistically and not impulsively. Let's tell them how empathy is different from sympathy. We should empathize but not sympathize. Sympathy is superficial. One just gets melted down emotionally in sympathy with no true understanding of the other person. Sympathy is exploited by others. Empathy cannot be exploited. Empathy is being a smart human. For example, beggars use our sympathy to get money from all people and people give. They then misuse the money on other things than food or pay back the collection to their bosses. Also, begging is making them poor, reducing their integrity and value and making them habitual of begging. They will never do the hard work and earn, but very shamelessly ask everything from everyone with no gratitude. That's how sympathy is bad, but empathy is not. In empathy, instead of giving them money, one can give them some food to eat or clothes to wear or help them or him to get a job if he willingly wants that and help him earn a good living or earn a piece of advice. That's empathy. And we understood their position, but we are not allowing ourselves to get exploited by anyone. Ask children to ask water to delivery boys coming at home or to society gardeners, housekeeping staff, security staff, etc. When we make children do this, children feel kind and compassionate. Also, do give them the reasoning for their clarity, why they are doing this. Tell them that the other person might have been working very hard. As we might feel thirsty or exhausted, they might also feel that. Offering them water makes them feel happy that there is someone in this world who is caring for them, or at least thinking of them. By doing this, we in a way also acknowledge the hard work of the other person. Ask children to maintain a journal about how they felt throughout the day. This will not only help them keep their mental well-being, but also make them more reflective that as they feel various feelings and emotions, others also do. In a way, they start becoming more considerate and watchful of others' feelings or seeing things from their eyes. Ask children to understand perspectives. It is best done through examples. In our day-to-day lives, we encounter many instances where we can actually teach children to think and understand different perspectives. There, we can ask children their viewpoint and what according to them might be the viewpoint or perspective of another person. It can be during their disagreements with friends, or asking what a hard-working policeman in the bright hot sun must be feeling, or what can be the learning behind a school teacher scolding a student, etc. We need to anchor children towards understanding perspectives, and it has to be done consciously. Ask children to accept the other person the way they really are. We need to teach this to children from an early age. Sometimes children look for people who are exactly like them and look down upon or mock others who are not like them. They should be made to understand that we can never be the same all the time. So instead of mocking others, we should accept others the way they are. What if we were in their place? We need to ask kids to think like that and be more open to accept others the way they are. Empathy and compassion only can make this world a far more beautiful place to live. And if the seed is sown early, nothing better. Children will slowly and steadily start cultivating this life skill and demonstrate it in their day-to-day lives. Do subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon to stay updated with very informative and engaging content where we share our thoughts on soft skill, also known as life skills development of children. Do comment down below if you have other amazing points which can be done at home to seed this very awareness in children for their holistic development. Bloom, ready for life.